Welcome back. Time to go one-on-one here on Washington Post Live. Welcome back here to our Comcast Sportsnet newsroom. We got Zach Wells, goalkeeper for DC United. Zach, coming off your first MLS shutout of the season. Finally, we saw the big sigh of relief there at the end of the game.
Yeah, I think it's important for everyone immensely to get that first shutout behind us. And you mentioned it was our first MLS one, but we've also had them in the Champions Cup and the U.S. Open Cup. So it wasn't our first of the season, but it was the first of the MLS.
Yeah, but still, that look on your face at the end of the game kind of said 1,000 words, spoke 1,000 words there. That it was a big deal, not only for you, but for the team to just sort of get over the hump in league competition.
Yeah, I think, I think Super League threw a little wrench in there for us, and we were down a few players, and, it still affected our mentality. I thought we still had something to prove, come back and get the points that we needed. But the Eastern Conference was pretty tight, and we got the 3 points that we needed out of it, and we were able to, separate ourselves a little bit from the pack that we were tied in. And I think regardless of whether it was a shutout or not, I think it's just more important that we won.
Yeah, now it's important that you keep going on and keep accumulating points because, the work is by far not over yet. You got New York coming up on Sunday. Obviously, that's going to mean something to you, having played there.
Yeah, it should be good getting back to Giant Stadium, and I don't like playing on the field turf there, but it should be good. They're going to have a little bit of a different look than what we saw last time with them. They pulled some new players in, so but they're looking to make a statement in league play as well, and they need the points just as bad as we do, if not more so.
How hard has it been for you, not only starting for the whole, pretty much every game except one for DC United this year, but also with all the different combinations in front of you, with all the injuries the team has suffered? You haven't had the same set of guys on the back line in front of you on a consistent basis at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's you can't really do much about that. You got to make the best of a situation, but it affects the chemistry and the gelling a little bit. I mean, you work so hard to try to get that, especially with 8 to 10 new guys coming into the team this year. So it's tough to find a combination that starts to feel comfortable when they're changing every other game. So with that said, you can't really make excuses and point to that being our fault for taking goals every game up until this last weekend. So I think we have a bunch of competent defenders, and it's just a matter of getting comfortable and with each other's playing style and be able to read each other.
Yeah, comfort is huge because any indecision, that split second, can lead to, it's the difference between a save and a goal at that point. So how have you been doing it, at least in your own mind? How have you been playing? Like, how has your progression been?
I think I've been improving slowly and steadily. It's difficult to grow and improve like that in the spotlight, but at the same time, I think I've shown that I can improve, and I'm going in the right direction, and I'm starting to read our players a little bit more, and like you saw on Saturday night, they were much more organized, and there's a lot more commitment to defending, and that made my job easier.
Your job is about to get a little bit tougher, at least if all the reports are true, and from what we're hearing, that the team has been actively searching for another goalkeeper to put on the roster, someone possibly or probably, in fact, with international experience. Do you shut that out completely, or is it impossible to just put aside the obvious?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really pay attention too much to that because it'll do your head in and you won't get anywhere. So, I'm pretty confident that if I'm playing as well as I can, I will deserve to be on the field. Now, having said that, I don't think I've been playing as well as I can, but I think I'm still improving. I'm still getting to that point. And I think it could come next week, but it's a slow and a constant improvement, I think.
All right, and Superliga's all over with, but now you have New York again, as we mentioned, the Red Bulls on Sunday, but then you turn around right again on Tuesday, and you have the U.S. Open Cup semifinals against New England at home. That turnaround for this team, how quickly is everyone's health coming together? I mean, for you, it's not that big of a deal. You're not running around the field for 90 minutes, but are you guys going to be able to field 2 healthy squads on Sunday and Tuesday?
Well, we have a couple of our injured guys coming back into fitness now, and they'll be training all week, and it'll be a good chance for some of those guys to rotate in and get some of the match fitness back now. They're both really important games. It's the Open Cup, U.S. Open Cup semifinals, so for us, it's as an organization, it's a big deal because we want to get in that final and get some more hardware. But we also can't look past Sunday, and you know, we need those points in the league as well to maintain our playoff spot. So, you know, it's going to be a difficult situation, but we have a lot of those types of situations here in the next couple months. We play in the CONCACAF Champions League in September, so you know, looking ahead, it doesn't really get any easier. So it's just an unfortunate situation, and we're going to make the best of it.
Unfortunate in some ways, but fortunate in the sense that you guys showed potential when you made that run right before you stopped your in-league play. You had a run where it looked like DC United was starting to click. And is that something that stays with the team, that you say, we've done it before, we can do it again, and there's still a lot to play for this season?
Yeah, definitely. I think after our slow start, we came out with something to prove, and we were able to do it for a short stint there. Like you said, leading up to All-Star break now. We have a couple injuries, and for some reason, you know, there's a little bit of a slump in Super League, and now, you know, the attitudes changed a little bit. So now, once again, we're getting that same sort of feeling back where, okay, we can't let this slip too far. We gotta you know, get back on top of things and make sure we start winning games again.
All right, U.S. Open Cup coming up on Tuesday night. That's at home against New England. But first, it's Sunday against the Red Bulls up in the Meadowlands. Zach Wells, goalkeeper, DC United, a little one-on-one. And check him out as DC United takes on the New York Red Bulls on Sunday, 5 o'clock, right here on Comcast Sportsnet.